Hey, hey,
What's going on?
not much. What's going on with you?
Good. Where's my camera?
I can see you.
You can see me.
I can see you.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Why can't I not see me?
Maybe you're a spirit. Maybe you've crossed over to the great beyond. And I truly am a psychic medium. Oh,
There we go.
there was the flash of light.
Now
I
you can
just
see
saw
me,
it.
right?
No, I've been able to see you this whole time. I don't know about the wonderful humans that are watching.
I know I had to stop it and restart it. We had a little bit of a. I noticed I'm gonna run. I was running it at a too high of a resolution,
Yeah.
which kind of caused it to break up. So I had to lower that. I didn't notice it was that high. And
Where was it at? 4K.
it was at 1080, yeah. And it was
Okay, it was
last
at
time we did
1080.
that. You really got really
Yeah.
broken up. But hey, now we're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome,
What's going
welcome.
on?
See, we're getting some bodies in there. We got 16 people so far. We can,
Yeah.
sit around, dick around here for a minute. Let people
Gary
float
came
in.
up with that hot beat.
Yeah, I wrote that beat, yo.
He wrote that beat, that Splintered Spirits beat. Tell me that ain't hot.
Come on, that's Screams podcast music. Come on.
Oh, that's just. I mean, listen, there's so much you can do with that. You know what I mean?
That's a groove, dude. That's a groove. That's
That's the
that's a
groove, yo. I might
that's a
start
banger.
freestyling over one day.
That's a banger. No skips. No skips, yo. No
That's
skips.
so. What's going on? What we got plans for today?
John, today I want to talk about a couple things.
Okay.
I want to talk about because I'm really getting into this next couple episodes. We just talk about, our whole thing is spirit communication. And I want to, I've been talking to a lot of mediums, and we've met a few, we met Kathy. I met Kathy's teacher. That's the next episode in about a week and a half is with someone who taught Kathy. Just hearing what their perspective on spirits are and energy. I'm also going to we've got an interview with the founder of the Forever Family Foundation, how they examine and critique mediums, because they are no joke. They really go through a hard, rigorous process. So they're believers. I'm very curious to hear how he looks at communication
Yeah.
and energy.
So now you know what and just so everybody knows, Gary is the one that gets these guests, makes the contact. He interviews a lot of them, without me being there. So Gary, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Coming from your angle, of the skeptic,
Yeah.
like what is it like interviewing these people, like and like learning about what they do and how they react to things. What's that like?
Well, first of all, remember that I know you.
Yes.
So it's really like there's nothing they could do to shock me or say. So
Yes.
it's like,
Yes.
I mean, so I've been like, now that
That
I'm
is true.
sort of been in this with you for a few months, look, when did we start doing this? We probably started getting into this around Thanksgiving of last year, right? Maybe a little
Yes.
sooner than that, where I
Yes.
really started diving in. So it's like when I hear them talking, I'm just it's like, okay, because I haven't talked to anybody who comes across as like a wackadoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you're
Everybody seems very down to
yeah,
earth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I find like, how would I say that? I don't know how to say this. Look, I'm sorry if it's slightly political, but I don't care. But it's like someone who believes that, Democrats are baby eating lizard people are crazy. That's a crazy person, right? Like that's a crazy person. And these people who believe in spirits are not. The
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
they're
Exactly.
saying, because they're all coming from a place of just like curiosity. It's not,
You
it's
know.
curious and they have faith and they believe in something, but
You
it's
know when you
not
said that about the
crazy.
baby eating lizard people, everybody probably watched our eyes to make sure they didn't blink sideways.
Yeah. But
You
you know
know.
what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's like we're dealing,
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
and
I know
so
exactly what
it's
you
like
mean.
they all come from a place of, you know, they just all come from a place of they have a
They're
belief
grounded.
in this, but it's like, yes, they're grounded, and it's not.
They're grounded individuals.
Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
different than anybody who just has a regular religious belief in something, and they don't do anything weird or crazy. And this is, I mean, it's like if sometimes if you think talking to ghosts is crazy, well, then look, then I guess we're all a little crazy here on this podcast and in this family, but
Yeah.
it's like we're it's also trying to figure out what exactly we're talking to. And I've got a lot of theories, and we'll get into it when the episode with the telephone call happens. That'll be really, I don't want to get ahead of that, and we'll talk about it then because we got a lot of beliefs in there.
By the
But
way,
what?
a spirit just got created.
Dude, that's great. That's great. Every time a siren rings, a spirit gets its
Yeah,
wings.
yeah. Instead of a bell ringing and an angel getting its wings,
Right,
every
right.
time a
It's
siren
more
rings.
like a siren.
Yeah.
Right. They got that backwards. That's nuts. But, one thing I want to try today, John, because we've never done this. We've never done it. And it's I've never turned on the ghost app. I'm gonna turn it on.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. I'm gonna turn it on. But I want you to talk a little bit about your what QDE is, because the only way this works is sort of your whole thing.
Is through QDE. What we're
Yeah.
trying to do. So what we're actually going to do today is my uncle is going to fire up Vox. Right? You're going to use Vox.
I'm gonna use the radio one, whichever one that is.
Vox. Yep, that's
Okay.
Vox. So he's going to fire up Vox. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to meditate or at least try to get myself in a
Dude, I'm
state.
gonna get you into that state. I'm gonna
Okay,
get you there.
you're going to get me there.
I'm gonna get
Now,
you there.
so,
With my
I don't know
listen,
if you know this,
with my
Gary, but
soothing voice. My
yeah,
soothing voice. Can you hear that well?
I can
Just
hear
wait
it.
for it. I'm ready. Everyone's gonna be able
I
to meditate today.
pre-gamed for this. And I
Okay.
went to today for the session one of the most beautiful, calming places that I could take the Santa Paranormal community. We went to the Ocean View Burial Ground. It is in Connecticut, and it's a hill with a bunch of headstones that go back to the 1600s.
Okay.
Okay, and it overlooks where the Long Island Sound meets uh, the Atlantic Ocean. And I mean, at one time, I even saw like a pot of whales, breach the water over there. Like it's a beautiful, beautiful place. It is so calming and just relaxing, and it really got me in a very relaxed state already. I'm feeling good. I'm not, I'm just chill. So
All right, good. Hey, is John breaking up for everybody, or is that just me a little bit? Is it all good? We just had a little bit of a disturbance in the force.
yeah, your mic crackled a bit, and that was it.
Okay. Oh, it seems to be.
It's
All
still
right.
actually doing it now.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know how to fix that. We'll just have
That
to
sounds
roll with
like
it.
a connection issue with your microphone.
I know, but it's weird.
That's weird.
Make sure.
All right, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
All right. Yeah, you're a little. All right. Okay. Hopefully, how do I sound though? It's more important that I sound smooth. I got
You
to sound
sounded.
like I got to sound like Barry White to get you in the mindset and in the zone. Are you ready for it, dude? Are you ready? Wait, I'm gonna put these on.
Yo, actually, you know what it is? Do me a favor. Talk. Don't go up to the microphone. Talk normal.
Yes. Hello. Check. 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 Check.
Yeah,
But
no,
I'm hearing. I'm hearing it
it's
for you. I'm hearing it for you. I think we got a connection thing going on.
yeah. I think we do. Let me. You think it's on my end? Should I fire up my
Why don't
wireless?
you? Why don't you lock? Yeah, lock. Just jump out and jump back in with that link. Like reset,
Okay. Let me
and
fire
then
up my wireless.
yeah,
Uh,
I'll talk to the good people.
okay, cool.
I'm gonna shut you off, and then we'll bring you back on. What's up, everybody? So John is in and out. Okay, John's crackling. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm letting him know that. All right, I'm gonna send him a new link. because we got to keep it smooth. If we're going to have him come on and we're going to do this right, it's got to be smooth. Guys, while we wait for John, let's get the chat warmed up. I'll ask you a dumb question, which I like to do. That question is this: should a grown man, or any adult really, ever wear Crocs? The answer is no. But let's see. What does anybody else think of that? What do you guys think? Oh, Crocs are fucking stupid, people. And if you're like a guy, like, it's the only thing worse than Crocs on a dude is like jeans and flip flops. Anybody who wears jeans and flip flops like an adult man, you're kind of asking to be like, you might as well wear a t-shirt that says Gary and I'll never be friends. All right, I like it. A lot of no's. Don't try to justify it, Christine, for practical purposes or to get the mail. Fashion is pain. And if you got to do it to even look good, if someone sees you, you look like a fool. Don't try to qualify it. That means that you secretly love it. You know what I mean? Come on. Socks with sandals are stupid. Agree. Totally agree. They're really bad. Crocs are fine. Oh, Jesse. Jesse. Why? Why? Why would you say that? That's right. No, I can wear jeans. We're not animals out in SoCal. It's not humid out here. It's not humid at all that much, so it's really great. All right, we're going to get John back in, see if he's better. There you go.
All right. Hopefully we don't have the same issues.
Yeah, you're already better. It's already
Yeah,
smoother,
it's
so
dude,
hopefully.
so weird. Usually when I'm up here in the tower, so I'm on the third floor,
Mm-hmm.
the service is fine. I had to fire up the wireless router.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's all right. So let me show. I was getting a poll going here, John, about just to get the chat fired up. We got a few
Yeah, well,
people
what's the
actually.
poll?
Should a grown man or any adult really ever wear Crocs? It's a trick question because the answer is no. But we do have a few people who do it. And I'm sorry. I said they might as well get a t-shirt that says Gary and I'll never be friends. I'm never going to go hang out with him, dude. It's like,
Yeah,
could
yeah.
you
You
imagine?
can get that T-shirt. On the other side of it, it can say John Santa will never trust you. You
Right?
know?
It's like, could you imagine, dude? Like, I was thinking about this because I know, could you imagine if someone showed up to pick you up in a car? Like, there's only two super ugly cars and like really like hardcore ugly. And to me, it's like the PT Cruiser and the Cybertruck are the two like ugliest cars I've ever seen.
Yeah. The
Right?
Cybertruck is
Viciously ugly. I mean,
insane.
I once rented a car. I went out to the parking lot for it, and it was a PT Cruiser, and I had to walk all the way back to the office and be like, I would rather walk to my
They drive that.
destination than drive that.
Yep.
Give me anything. I just can't. I know that's sort of like, low self-esteem or something, but yeah, I mean, I do have my limits of like sort of confidence. I'm not driving around in it.
Yeah.
So could you imagine if like someone picked you up, like, yeah, man, I'm coming to pick you up, and they're like, it's a Cybertruck. It's like, I'm going to miss my flight. I'm
Yeah.
not getting in it. Or it's super ugly. And the same would be like if you meet your friends at the bar and they're wearing jeans and flip flops with no, or sandals and socks. It's just like, dude, I can't be seen with you.
Yeah.
You
Like,
look
what
like
are
a
you
grade
doing?
A a-hole. It's like, what kind of person are you?
Yeah.
All right, we got everybody back. We're fired up. Things are rolling. John,
Good.
tell us what QDE is. Is it quiet in there? Is the scene set in there for after this QDE session?
Well, I'll tell you this. other than ambient noises from outside, like the train that just went by,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty quiet. I don't have any spirit boxes on. There's a nice breeze coming in. I'm very relaxed.
Okay, good. And I'll just work that into my thing. So listen, tell me when you're ready. You got candles? What do you need to go to get fired up?
No, I'm all good. I'll let you guys. I'll explain what QDE is.
Well, explain
Uh,
QDE before we get into it, because the people need to know what we're trying to do
yeah.
here.
So, I have a theory about actual. It's a theoretical particle that's called a spirit particle, and basically, this part. This theory has changed over time and developed more and more, but the basic principles stay the same. And these spirit particles, I feel, are a part of all matter, all around us, no matter what it is. Okay, spirit particles can literally interact with atoms and building blocks, molecules, the works, and that those are what actually holds the memories of people. So yes, that means that one spirit particle could hold multiple memories from multiple different people. And the only thing that even remotely comes close to proving this is a phenomenon that I've labeled QDE. That's quantum device entanglement. That's basically what happens is that spirit particles here will react with spirit particles where you are
Okay.
via the device.
Okay. All right. All right.
So,
All right. So listen, we're about to get into now for meditation. I'm not a big meditator, but I have tried it when I get real stressed out, and I enjoy honest meditation. If nobody knows what that is, so I kind of created something in honor of honest meditation. So I'm going to get in the zone, and I'm going to get ready to everybody get smooth.
we
And John, I really want you to. We're going to get into this right now. We're going to turn on a little. Can you hear that? Okay.
yes,
Can you hear me over the music?
I can.
Okay. All right. If you can hear me over the music, John, I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes, you sentient miracle. I want you to sit and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Become a slightly less anxious gremlin, and then breathe out. Take another inhale, a real deep breath. Deep, like you just cracked open a fresh bag of possibility or Doritos. And now exhale, flushing all the dumb shit people projected onto you this week. Breathe in possibility, breathe out bullshit. Good. Now open your mind. Good. Really open it. Open it like a whale's vagina giving birth. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Imagine your mind is a big cosmic satellite dish, spinning slowly, catching frequencies from beyond this loud-ass dimension. You're not just here to chill, you're here to be a vessel, a half-skeptical, monster-drinking vessel. Now take in another deep breath. Come on, man, focus. Take in another deep breath. Imagine your consciousness surfing the internet. Bro, you're not doom scrolling. You're soul scrolling. You're streaming thoughts from the spirit realm like you just hacked into the divine Wi-Fi. Oh, you're a ghost modem now, son. You feel that? Breathe in and breathe out. There might be a presence around you right now. It might be your great grandpa. Or maybe it's some Q's Victorian woman who still doesn't understand TikTok. Maybe it's your own wise ass inner voice, finally unplugged from the capitalistic horse shit for 5 goddamn minutes. Whatever it is, you don't have to control it. Just receive. Just like an open tab in incognito mode, son. Judgment free. Ad free. Bullshit free. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your body, it's just a meat suit. Your brain, just a moist supercomputer. Your soul, that shit is limitless. Let your soul stretch beyond your apartment, beyond your office, beyond your to-do list. Beyond that asshat asking for underpaid rent money. Your mind is traveling across dimensions, through energy fields, over spiritual Ethernet cables. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. You don't have to understand it. You just have to not fucking resist it. You are open. You are wired in. You are a 5-star haunted hotspot for good vibes only, baby. So inhale the magic. Exhale the static. Let your mind wander where the Wi-Fi is strong and the vibes are stronger. I want you to take one last deep, defiant breath. Let's hear it. Breathing in. And let the glorious spirit channel and Wi-Fi router you are, hold it. Feel the buzz. Now exhale. Like you're unplugging from the matrix and plugging into the fucking universe. You are enough. You are tuned in. And baby, you are broadcasting on a whole new frequency. QDE that ass through to Los Angeles. Feel the Golden State. Hollywood. Sexy ass people doing sexy ass business. You're here. The spirits are here. Now namaste, you beautiful interdimensional dumpster phoenix, and get ready to feel the vibrations. All right, John.
I almost lost it at Dumpster Phoenix.
I'm going to turn on GhostTube. It's GhostTube Vox, right? It's the radio wave one.
Yeah, do Vox.
Okay. I'm going to hold it. I got to hold it, I guess, up here so people can. All right. Volume's up. This is what I got. Can you see it?
Yep.
It's hard to see. It's like reflecting in the reflection of the thing.
Yeah.
Do
me a favor. Go into the settings.
Okay. Wait.
And turn everything low.
Okay, wait.
Echo, reverb, white noise.
Here we go. Settings. Oh, wait. Whoops. Profile. I already fucked this up. Hold on. Let me get back in. GhostTube Vox. All right, I'm in.
Get all those bells and whistles turned off.
All right, so settings. Oh. All right. I don't even know where to find. Oh, okay. Reverb off. Echo off.
Echo off.
Distortion off.
Off. White noise off.
Okay, everything's off.
Sweet.
Okay, I turned the volume all the way up.
Yep.
All right. Now, they should I turn my speakers are off because I listen through my headphones so I don't get any feedback. But technically, I wonder if they could feel your energy. What do you think? Or should I turn the speaker down so they can hear you?
No, leave the speaker off.
I'll hold this up here so people can hear it better in case they
There's no way you can lean it up on the microphone.
I'll just hold it. Can you hear it? If it makes noise, it's not making a lot of noise.
No, it's not. I can hear it though. Hello, spirits. Is there anyone with Gary right now?
Does it tell me what it's saying? Should be.
No, it won't tell you what it's saying. You have to hear it. Is there anyone in Gary's garage right now? I am. I just heard I am. May we have your name, please?
What was that?
I don't know. I couldn't hear it.
Quote,
It's crazy.
May we have the name of somebody who is with Gary right now?
How'd that relaxation work on you people? Did it work well? Maybe I'll just start a live chat where I do this. I just do like meditation.
You should.
It's like, hey. So you tend to ignore them and they come through. I can just hold the phone here like this.
Yeah.
See what's up. See if they come through. Because it is hard to make out what they're saying, at least right now. Or maybe they're just not saying much.
They might not be.
Maybe we haven't had a lot of spirits in this place. No good memories, no good imprints.
May we have a name of someone who is with Gary right now?
What'd you say, bitch? Are you here in my office? Jessica, I don't like waiting.
You don't gotta wait. If the longer you wait, the less strong the spirit is, or the longer it's taking them to get the frequency, and it's pointless to try to sit there and pull words.
I choose to believe that maybe they're just afraid of me, the afterlife.
Well, we need to confirm that there's a spirit there, regardless. You know, right now we're not hearing anything.
No.
Spirits, where are you right now?
Where you at, bitch? Where you at, spirits? Do I have a spirit-free house? Are you chicken? Maybe I should tease it like in middle school.
You could try to taunt.
I'll taunt a spirit.
Yeah, it's usually not my style, but go for it.
I'll do it. I think you guys are all bitches. Undead, weak-ass punks.
Tell them that their life was worthless when they were alive.
Your lives were worthless when you were alive.
They amounted to nothing.
If they were something, we'd know who you were. This is LA. If you ain't famous, you ain't shit.
Peasants.
I'm kidding.
Peasants.
Peasants. Plebes. And what, bitch? That sounded like an owie, like an ooh-wee, but backwards.
I need to be.
I'll tell you this straight up. If we hear my name come through this, I have to get a new fucking phone.
God damn it. That's what I heard. I heard, God damn it.
Do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, honestly. I might have to move. Like, I have to move. Right? What do I do? Get some holy water or some shit? Like, how do I get I'll be loading up, like, whacking magnets all over this place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one big fishing magnet from your
So while we wait for the spirits to talk, John, why don't you tell us, like, when have you experienced QDE, or that this might
Okay,
or
so
might
this
not
actually
work?
we're gonna talk about something else that has to do with QDE. Because I like that question, like what I experience.
Yeah.
So I've experienced many different things. You know, other than people saying, "Oh, I have a headache, a nosebleed, something's touching me," you know, the usual, "Oh, I'm feeling nauseous," you know,
Right.
those things. I'm talking about what I've experienced with QDE. I have been able to pinpoint certain accounts that come into the live stream and figure out who they are. Once they come in and they start going, like when somebody creates another account and comes in. And one time on live, I straight out called out somebody, an account that came in and was like, "Yo, I know you're a certain somebody, this, that, and the other." And then the spirits said their name, while I was live. And I realized that there's like at certain times I could almost like feel like what's going on with the community in the chat because of QDE. And I rarely talk about that.
Dude, you're
But
a
it's
medium.
what?
You're a medium.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think you are. Nobody else does this, John. Nobody else is like, oh yeah, like when a guy joins my online chat, I know his truth. You know what I mean? Like, because I
Yeah, but
felt
see,
it through
but
the
then I
fucking
can
spirit.
critically think it and say maybe I'm just good at deducting the way people speak.
Contacts.
Then you should be
Like,
playing poker, not being a paranormal documenter and like becoming like get on the poker circuit.
oh, I'm great at poker. I pay attention to everybody's body movements and what they're doing, and you know, count how many times they're blinking and thinking, and all that shit.
Well, that is, I guess that is another way to go about it.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Like, I don't know.
See, Jessica
It's
thinks you're a
just
medium too. Designer Peg thinks it's your EMF.
Yeah, and
it could be.
It could be that too, man. He could have this high magnetic field.
Yeah. It could be.
He's a
Did you
big
hear your
boy. He
name
might
yet?
have his own sort of gravitational pull, my man does.
All right, fine. Let's test this theory out. We're gonna do something that I have never have done ever. I mean, I've never done this either, but we'll even take it a step further.
Let's do it. What
Is
is
there
it?
a Henry there?
Is there a Henry here?
I want to speak to Henry.
Henry? Is there a Henry here? Fuck is Henry?
Wow, what happened?
Who's Henry?
think I'm caught.
Think I'm caught? Who's Henry, John?
I don't know.
Are you're just throwing out a random name?
Random name. First name that came to my head.
He seems to.
You're a tick magnet, Yasmina? What does that mean?
Oh, I'm allergic to ticks.
Oh.
Like the bite itself gets me like extremely
Many times.
Many times.
If there is a Henry here, can you please give us your age?
They're all saying they think they heard present. Like when you said it's Henry here, so they heard the word present.
If Henry is here with Gary, what is your age?
Yasmina, stop rolling around the fucking grass if you got 3 ticks on you in 3 days. It's like pretty easy, dude. Get out of the woods.
She's like, but I'm earthing.
Is mediumship a skill that can be honed or just a gift? You know what? That's a great question. And I'm going to ask
I
Bob
actually have
tomorrow.
the
I'm
answer
interviewing
for
this
that.
guy, Bob. What is it?
I have the answer for that. So basically,
What do you think it is?
So basically, it is a gift,
I think it's
but
both.
it does need to be honed.
I think it's
That's
both.
why there's foundations that do that and mentoring and all
Teachers
that.
and practice. I think like anything else, you got to practice.
Shit. Possibility, multiple spirits are just born.
Yeah.
Multiple spirits just got created.
Yeah. I think it's got to be both, man. Because I'm going to ask. So the guy I'm speaking to, his name is Bob Ginsberg. He founded the Forever Family Foundation. It's got a great story. There to help people who are grieving. Rigorous certification for mediums to be a part of this. It's a non-for-profit. That's what Kathy's a part of. And I'm going to get his. I'm going to ask him that too. I got a list of questions for him. I don't think. See, Jessica, I don't think John's honed it. That's the thing. I think because he doesn't really practice mediumship. He has a conversation. He just sort of goes around and does his thing without really like the full meditation. You know, he's got to breathe in excellence and breathe out
On
bullshit
my
a little
end,
bit more.
On my end, I couldn't hear a word you said.
So someone wrote, my hand on the phone is insulation. I don't know about that.
No.
Somebody was asking, like, is John, that you've honed your skills accidentally? And I said, I don't really think you've honed your skill at all because you haven't really focused on it. I think if you got to hone any skill, you got to focus on it. You can't accidentally become a good, golfer.
Yeah.
By swinging a stick around the house,
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this: the best
what
communication
bitch?
that I get.
That's like... Sorry. Go ahead.
The best communication that I get with spirits is when I'm in a great mood. I have to be in a good mood.
Why do you think that is?
I went to a live replay where I started off as a cemetery walk. Nobody was tapping. Nobody was gifting, but what was getting me was nobody was tapping. What? And I'm like, guys, I've been live for an hour. No one's even got like 100K likes yet. It was like at like 70 or something.
Now, guys, you on the tech probably hear this better than me. Go ahead. Sorry.
It put me in a mood, and I was like, and nothing was coming through either. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I need to go sit down, have some apples, relax, right? And I went and I sat down, had some apples. An hour later, went for a walk again, and that's where all the clips, like the clips I released today, came from that live. I realized my mood is huge.
Well, I bet if you have a bad mood, it's just like your mind is more closed off. I think you should try to meditate more, like legit, before you go out. I'm just curious. I bet you'll see a difference. I love this person. Someone's got a name called, where'd it go? Oh, Galactic Goblins. What a great name.
That is a great name.
That is a great name. It's a good name for a band.
Yeah, it is. Have it be like a mix of like The Sword and
it's made in America
and more like doom stoner metal.
Right. Right. Dungeons and Dragons metal.
Yeah.
Galactic Goblins. I bet you get a bunch of nerds who can play at Comic-Con.
It'd be like, we're off. to fight the war. You know?
Right. It's like, do you know the band Dragon Force?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I mean, it's almost like it's the fastest speed metal stuff. It's so hysterical.
It
And
is, but it's not. I don't like it.
oh no, dude, it's for kids.
It's for kids. Yeah,
It's
you
metal for
can't.
kids, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's speed metal for kids because it's all about like fighting your sword on your trusty steed and ride. You know,
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous stuff. But my God, is it funny and fast? I mean,
It
it's
is fast. I gotta
ridiculously,
give them that.
hilariously fast. John has the type of energy that spirits are drawn to and can communicate to with or without Vox. Well, you do hear
That
a
is
lot of
true.
disembodied voices.
I get a lot of disembodied voices. Even at cemeteries, I get them. I got one today.
We can walk.
You know,
What was that? What did that say?
it
You
sounded like it said he can't walk.
What did you guys hear? You guys can hear it better than me because I actually got a headphone on and half off. So I'm looking at you at the chat, and John probably can hear it a little bit better, less muffled.
Yes.
I can hear it great as long as I don't have the fire trucks rolling out from the headquarters.
Sure. It sounded like yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a middle school thing.
Yep.
When did that
City,
become
Ohio.
the word for? Yeah, when did that become the word for ass? Yeah. That's what it
Because
means.
of the gap. The gap from behind. That's what it originated from.
Tammy
You know?
heard I can't walk. Yeah. Huh.
Electric.
I can interpret the young language pretty well, you know.
Oh, just see it, dude. It's nuts.
Expensive.
It is.
The worst thing I ever did was going through my kids' chat.
Oh, it's probably insane.
It's just it'll make you dumber for sure.
Yeah.
Like you get dumber.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Spirits with me. Come on, spirits.
Sneeze out the demons.
Come on, say something. Called who?
Sounded like it said call to him.
Of that in
Come on, say something, bitch.
Are there any hoes out there?
Hey, yo, what up, hoes?
Yeah.
Any hoes in this house?
Yeah.
Who
There's
used to
some
live here?
hoes in this house.
What I really get nervous about is this house was owned for a while by I believe the previous owner was like a Korean family.
Okay.
And if movies are to be believed, small Asian children and old women are the scariest ghosts. Because that sounded like witch. Because let me tell you, I don't know if you ever saw The Grudge. When I saw The Grudge for the first time, that might have been the last horror movie I saw in the theater.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. And that might have been the last horror movie I saw. I got out of that movie like literally exhausted. Like I ran a marathon. I was just like, it's enough. And that little Chinese boy is in the closet, and then he's in the elevator, and he's like all over the place. And it's just like, or Asian, Japanese, whatever they were. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And then
These Japanese.
and then there's some other movies. It's like some old woman, she's crawling on the ceiling and she's above the cabinets. Or it might be The Conjuring. So it's just like, I'm telling you, dude, old women, Asian children, scariest ghosts. And I always wondered, does this house have a little of both?
A little, maybe.
You never know. Because I don't know how long they lived here. And it's just like, that's dark. You know it.
Dude, I was talking about movies that terrified me because horror movies now don't terrify me. I don't even get scared. When I was a child, though, I was talking about movies that terrified the shit out of me. The Phantasm, the one with the person taking the bodies from the funeral home and turning them into workers in another dimension.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know it. The Blob, like the original Blob?
The original Blob.
Steve McQueen's Blob from the 50s?
Yeah, dude. That shit scared the critters. The original Critters and Night of the Creeps.
I don't remember Night of the Creeps.
Oh, there was that's the one. It's got the famous with the bus that falls over with all the college kids going to the dance and the little black worms that go in people's mouths and turn them into zombies.
Yeah, I'm
It
with
scared the shit out of me as a kid.
yeah, I'm with Dana here with, look, The Exorcist is always a creeper.
Yeah.
The Shining used to scare the hell out of me. Um, now I'm just terrible at scary movies. Like, I don't like the weirder, like, did you see Midsummer?
It's crazy how in depth like the universe of The Shining is either, and like all the books he wrote that are involved with all that, dude. It's so
Did you ever
crazy.
see Midsummer though? Did you see that one?
Which one?
Midsummer?
No.
Dude, Midsummer's like a bunch of kids backpacking, and then they go to this little cult in, like, with these Swedes or something. And it's like I don't trust the Swedes. You gotta watch. It's hard to even describe. It's such like this
No.
weird culty thing, and it's like it's absolutely. Oh God, yeah, the original Salem's Lot. I have to watch that new Salem's Lot, but the original used to scare the hell out of me.
No.
Yeah, The Hills Have Eyes, and then with all the mutants and stuff, that's just gross. And then it's like they added those, I thought, gratuitous sort of like rape scenes and stuff in that movie that made it
Yeah.
really gross and stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they listen, they didn't have to add those. They could have just added and shown the scenes of the women that were giving birth to the mutant dead babies. That's all you had to do. They didn't have to add any of the rape
I
scenes,
didn't like
you
any of
know?
that stuff. Did you
Yeah,
see?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Oh, you
agree.
know
I
what's
can't. That shit
great?
makes me sick to my
Did
stomach.
you see that Netflix show, I think it's Haunting of Hill House. It's a
I've
scripted
heard of it. I
show.
didn't see it.
Holy shit, dude! That's
Is
with
that the one
the
that's
bent
based off
neck.
the house in Connecticut?
I don't know what it's based off, but it's got the bent neck girl. That's like a theme, dude. Watch it. It's a Netflix series, season 1 of it. I think they made multiple, like it's like an anthology, but it's Hill House or The Haunting of Hill House. I gotta confirm it, but I'll tell you, dude. It might have the absolute greatest jump scare. It's creepy all the way through. But there's an episode that might have the greatest jump scare in the history of jump scares.
Oh
And
yeah.
I can't give it away because I think I launched out of off my couch. It is that good and that scary, and it's just super creepy. And
You
there's
know
like
what movie also scared the shit out of me when I was younger? The one about the alien abduction. Was
light
it
from the sky,
Light from the Sky or Fire in
something
the
like
Sky or
fire in
whatever
the
it was
sky,
called?
maybe. Yeah.
Dude, that was wild. The scenes of the abduction were nuts.
Yeah,
And though it's corny now, like if I go back and watch it, I laugh.
yeah.
But as a child, the one with the Martians that you fed, the copper is what they use for their weapons. And the school gets taken over, and like, they're these weird, they almost look like Krang from the Ninja Turtles. And the kids ends up loading up the gun with pennies. That was another one.
That's not The Faculty, is it?
No, The Faculty was done years and years later.
Oh,
And
okay.
that was a good one too. That wasn't bad. That wasn't scary. That was just
No,
more
that's
like a
just like
thriller.
fun. That's just like a fun thing.
Yeah. And then
Oh yeah,
well,
listen, Dana, Jaws scares the shit out of me. I still can't go.
Jaws is nuts.
And fun fact, the reason I can't go into the ocean is because of John's mother. She brought me to a movie. Took me to see Jaws when I was little, and now the ocean, by the way, is monster soup. It's monster soup. Not going in. It's like there's just no. It's terrifying.
Mhm.
It's terrifying.
My
Poltergeist is a
favorite horror
classically
movie
scary movie.
of all time, and it's not really a horror, it's more of a thriller, but it was trying to be a horror movie. Hands down, Demon Knight.
Demon Knight. Did I see
Demon
that?
Knight. Tales of the Crypt. They made 2 movies. Demon Knight and Bordello of Blood.
Oh,
Demon Knight.
the first Tales of the Crypt.
Yeah,
But
it was the first movie they did.
But didn't they have 4? Oh, but so I think Tales of the Crypt, and they had like 4 bits in it. They had 4
Yeah,
stories.
that was the series. This was this was the movie. It had Jada Pinkett Smith before she was married to Will Smith. It had a couple actual, decent actors.
I don't know. I don't remember it.
It was good. It had a great
story.
storyline. If they redid it and made it serious, it would be really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing too, dude. I'm not hearing dick come through this thing.
Yeah. Nothing.
So, and yet
So I'm
when
not.
I'm
So I'm not a medium.
no, that doesn't mean anything. It just means that
I
we didn't
know.
get this QDE going to work.
Yeah.
Because what would happen if you turned yours on now?
Oh,
It's the
that's a
same
good
app.
question.
It's the same app.
Yeah. I can
Turn
do
yours
that.
on. Let's see what happens. Carrie Sue used to have a Crypt Keeper doll that she used to sleep with as a child. Carrie Sue, you might
Hey.
want to go talk to somebody. Pet Cemetery was scary. That was a good one. That's a good scary one. The book is terrifying.
You know what Stephen King rendition I really enjoyed? Storm of the Century.
I don't know if I don't know it. I don't know if I know
It's
it.
when it came out when like Channel 11 back in the day was doing all like the adaptations. So they did like the Stand. They did Storm of the Century.
I got to
I,
check out Storm of the Century. I don't remember it.
yeah, Storm of the Century. That was good.
Okay, so now I'm hearing yours.
Yeah. I heard Please Stop. Trolls was nuts. That's the one when they fed the creatures fed humans that green slop and they turned into plants and they ate them. Horrible acting, crazy plot. I know exactly what you're talking about, Tammy.
What do we like better, fast zombies or slow zombies?
It depends. You know, I'm more of a slow zombie kind of guy. I think the fact that, you know, they just accumulate in masses and move slow and just steamroll over everything is
a bill for comfort, not speed kind of thing.
Yeah.
My problem with slow zombies is that I don't understand how they can't get away unless they're like asleep. Like whenever they get stuck by slow zombies, I'm like, just what?
Well, listen, if you you know, if there's enough of them, you're not going to get away from them if they're coming from all directions. But if they're all in back of you, you know, and you're going, like, how can you not get away from that? What are you going to do? Stop and tie your shoe? I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it just seems like right.
Oh, you like The Stand? Yeah, The Stand was good.
The Stand's brilliant. Someone mentioned Silver Bullet. Like, listen, don't start throwing out Stephen King B-sides. That's not a real.
Yeah.
That's like some. Come on, out of all of his books, Silver Bullet, we could do better.
Well,
that's a B-side.
I liked a lot of Stephen King's fantasy stuff.
Oh my God, yeah. By the I used to read my kids The Eyes of the Dragon, which is a great.
Oh, nice.
That's a great story.
Well, you know, believe it or not, the first Stephen King book I ever read, I believe, was off your library.
Probably. I read them a lot when I was in high school. That's what I got into. That's where most people get into them. You get into metal.
When I used to
you go through your
visit
metal
my
phase and
grandmother,
Stephen King phase.
I used to go hide in Gary's room.
You used to go when you're in high school. You go through your Rush, metal, and Stephen King phase, and then you get out of Rush because you realize chicks don't dig Rush. You'll never see a chick at a Rush concert, or you never used to. And then you get out of that. You're like, what? Now, I is it me or is this making more noise once you turned yours on?
No, I'm not hearing a difference in
Okay.
consistency. Cat's Eye was great. That's the one with the little troll, right? Stealing the breath of children.
Yeah. That's a good one. All right, I'm gonna shut mine off. I'm sick of holding my hand up. I feel like an idiot. Okay. It didn't really get me anywhere. I mean, I think the future idea of all of this, having fun understanding spirit communication is really what this podcast is about, and understanding what spirits are, which is where we're always going to test new things and have fun testing it.
Exactly.
Uh, we should keep doing the meditation thing. I would like to see you do like a real meditation and then go out and see if that changes. Keep tabs of what kind of thing, make sure you're in a good mood, get all the bullshit off, go out and do your thing and see if that changes the Q&A, right?
Yeah.
We got lined up on the pod coming up in the next 4 episodes. So we've got Simone Key, who is a tutor at the Arthur Findlay School. This woman has been a medium and a minister of spiritualism for I don't know, probably 40 years. I mean,
Wow.
she believes in frequency and energy. She believes spirits, like in a divine, but she doesn't know how to define that, which is great. And it's just, she talks about energy, not necessarily in the same way you talk about energy, but in a way that's like still on the same sort of wavelength, right? We got Bob Ginsberg, the founder of the Forever Family Foundation. We've got Cal Cooper, author of a book called Telephone Calls from the Dead. That'll be up in in the next 2 months, which is a great episode. And we're talking to we've got Dan Sturgis, contributor and one of the contributors on Paranormal Caught on Camera, which you can see on the Travel Channel. Which John appeared on that show in season 5, episode 5. If you ever want to look him up, back when he was younger, to see it. But these are all interesting perspectives on people who investigate, who have experienced spirit in a different way. And that's what we're all trying to achieve here, which is what are ghosts? What are spirits? Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. Guys, please submit ghost stories. Tell your friends to submit ghost stories. Ask your questions. We need more questions. We need more ghost stories. Dude, somebody
Yeah,
sent
we
me a
love the
ghost.
ghost stories.
Somebody,
I love seeing them.
I gotta
You
tell you,
know?
somebody sent me a ghost story, but it's sort of, I mean, like, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but it was like he's a photographer and he took these pictures that have like some sort of something on them, but the pictures are like burlesque of some
Okay.
chick. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to show these pictures. I mean, it's like, I'm
What
not,
was his name? Georgie?
yes.
Okay, he came in today into the chat, and I told him to submit. Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
it's like, I don't know. It's just sort of like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like, I'm not a prude or anything, but I'm not going to just show some picture of this like scantily clad young chick and say, look at that smudge. Is it a ghost? It seems, do you know what I mean? It's like, sorry,
Pay
George, if you're
attention to the
listening.
smudge and only the smudge.
Yeah, right. Do you like, how long it took me to find the smudge?
Ah,
I'll look at this page. I'm like, I don't even know. No offense, George. It's just like that's not. I don't think that's going to be the kind of evidence we're going to look for on the show. We're going to post because it's just a little too. I don't know. It's a little too salacious, I think. But yeah, a boudoir shoot. I'm like, yeah, not for me. But I was like,
eh,
dude, I'm
yeah,
no
no.
joke. Like no joke. And this is not George. I'm sorry, but like no joke. I went online. I was like, I started to look to make sure she wasn't like a missing persons. He's like, should I be calling the FBI right now?
Yeah, right.
Like,
Did
did
you
you
have a
just send
tattoo
me
of a
some?
butterfly on her shoulder?
Yeah,
You know,
I
like,
did. She had tattoos, and I was like checking. No joke,
yeah,
I was checking. Like,
yeah,
this is a little. I'm going to check this out. Make sure I didn't just get a cry for help, or
yeah, right.
you know what I mean?
Or a serial killer showcasing his prize.
Yeah, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
You never
So I
know.
looked it up, but I didn't see it.
You never know.
But anyway,
That's a fun episode.
that was fun. That was
Yeah,
really fun. I hope
yeah,
everybody liked it. It's like it's
yeah,
got a. Yeah, man, that was a good vibe. That was good
yeah.
vibe. Good energy. But we could always, if people like meditation, maybe we could always start with like I'll do a shorter version. We can start with a 1-minute meditation.
Yeah.
Get people in the zone.
Hey, listen. What's it called? We could do that one episode and have fun with it. Everybody in most people in the chat know who Young Satan is. You know what I mean? We give you a nice ASMR DJ name, and we can go for it.
Cheyenne, I think that's how you say your name, Cheyenne S. If this is in fact true, you need to go to splinteredspirits.com and submit this stuff in the ghost stories tab and send it over because we would love to talk about it.
Speaking of ghost stories, we have two others that we're working on. I'm going to get Gary everything soon. We're going to do a deep dive into some of my best spirit communication
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
at
dope.
cemeteries when it comes to spirits. And I don't know if I ran this by you yet, but I spoke about it.
Let's hear it.
We are also going
Drop
to
it.
do a old school deep dive. It's a past investigations pre TikTok. I've been doing this for years,
You have
and I've
videos?
recently and I've recently stumbled across some old files, some old EVPs, and some old video.
You have it digitized?
And hopefully, we can get everything. It's just going to be a little bit because we have to get everything updated. These are old files we're talking about.
Do you have it
So,
digitized?
what happened?
Do you have it digitized?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
So
create like a folder for me, and then we'll start cracking on it. That'd be fun.
exactly,
Those are
and
good.
yeah, it'll be. I mean, listen, another one of my best captures is actually in that, and it's wild. People talk about the top hat man. They see an entity with a top hat all the time, and I caught him at a location, and it runs towards me, and you see it. You see the face. You see the hat. You're gonna have to slow it down so
I'll
you
do
can
it.
see it
Yeah.
all happen, and it's wild. This is going back, I think 2008, 2009.
Ooh, bring it, dude. Yeah, that'll be fun. We could use some of
Yeah.
that, but we can use
So
it. But it's like, yeah. So guys,
wow.
visit splinteredspirits.com. Go to our website if you want any sort of fun. Yeah, actually, let's just use this. It's a little,
Yeah, I can't wait till I get the Talk Boy going. Well, it's funny that Jessica brings up the Talk Boy because we had Professor Cal Cooper on, and he was talking about isolated reel to reel recordings and cassette recordings. Being like I guess like one of the best ways to get classic EVPs, and that actually falls into what I'm trying to experiment with the Talk Boy. It's just finding a working talk boy is near impossible. Every talk boy that I have got is been broken in some way. And I ordered one more hoping that that piece is good. It's just a microphone. If I can get that good, then I'm game on with it. I have a converter too. So I could take the cassette tape, put it into the converter, and it converts everything to a WAV file.
who is like? There's someone on here saying they saw the Top Hat Man.
Oh yeah?
How the hell did you see the Top Hat Man?
So the top hat man is a common manifestation.
I see.
Yeah, a lot of people see
Is it like
the
Slender Man? Is this like a Slender Man sort of myth,
so dude, it's
or
it's the
story?
entity, that was going after my mother, your sister, for years and years.
We should bring her on. We could hide her if we want to.
No,
But it's,
she's been on my stream before.
oh, okay.
She's been on she saw Edward. She was in the fireplace room. It was the night that Margaret had surgery, and we needed my mother just to come and help with, get the kids to school and whatnot. And the night before, she came down. She wanted to go live with me. Now, my mother thought this was one big joke
Yeah.
until we're sitting there. And this is after I warned her. I said, whatever you do, you can't freak out. Okay, if you see something, don't freak out, please. We're sitting there. She's to my left, right? And all of a sudden, she sees Edward, and she loses her shit. And I'm like, Mom! I'm like, calm down, I told you what you might see down here. So it was actually crazy, and I
That
got
is
pissed
crazy.
that Edward revealed himself to my mother. Like,
I know, man. Edward
uh,
didn't show up when I was there.
yeah,
Bitch.
yeah,
Edward's a bitch.
yeah. He is a bitch.
He's so
He's a
fun, though.
he's that.
It's so crazy and so fun.
Yeah. So I've had her on before. I've had her on the live stream on TikTok. So
Oh, by the way,
I would love to get her to come on and actually talk about that top hat man, dude. I remember she used to wake up fucking screaming bloody murder, saying that the top hat man was in the room.
I got to ask her about that too. That's
Yeah,
great.
ask her about the top hat man.
I will. And by the way, guys, we are for the first time finally able to broadcast. We are on Facebook now as well. So I don't know if
I saw we
anybody's
were getting some Facebook comments in there.
So did you see that? Because I was trying to look, but I was busy reading.
Yeah, no, we did. The person was talking about that I believe the comment was the new Salem's Lot movie sucked.
Oh yeah, we did. We had a couple Facebook people. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the comment
Guys,
I saw from.
If you're on Facebook, please, by all means, feel free to follow the Splintered Spirits page on Facebook. Follow us everywhere, but of course, follow the podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Apple, wherever you listen to it. I think you'll enjoy it, man. If you like this, they're kind of fun. They're interesting. They're easy listens. We have a good time. We have a good time doing it, and we've got some good ones coming up. John, I got nothing else.
Cool.
Where's your night taking? You want to tell these fine people where you're going?
Yeah. Well, in a little bit, I've been working on a spirit board project. So that's happening in a little bit, and we're doing a lot of taping and whatnot. It's pretty wild, and soon that's going to be released. So they're coming in a little bit. And then after that, I have Frumpy and Friends, which I advise everybody not to watch. And I mean that. Don't watch it. And then after that, we're going to Buckout.
Wait a minute. So tonight, you are going to do a spirit board?
Well, I'm just filming it.
Okay. You're doing a spirit board. But that's what's going to be on your feed. The spirit board's going to be on your feed. Then you're going to then Frumpy's going to battle tonight?
Yeah, no, Frumpy's not battling tonight. It's a Frumpy show that he does.
Okay.
We do taping.
And then you're going to Buckout.
Grotesque. And then I'm going to Buckout. So I'll be at Buckout at 10.
So you got a busy night. What time's the Ouija board stuff? I love Ouija board stuff.
They get here around 6:30, and then we tape it. It's not live. The spirit board stuff.
Oh,
is live.
okay. That's not gonna be live.
Yeah.
Well, if you need help editing, it, dude, let me know.
Oh, awesome! Definitely.
You can post. I can help edit it up for you. Make sure you get reaction shots and close up when you need it, so you can edit together. But it's like the key that I miss when you go live with that is the reactions. I want to see faces. I love that shit.
Well, once I figure out exactly what the hell is going on with this tower, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I'm gonna soon have that. I want to do that whole pan and zoom camera effects and whatnot. So that's basically that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for joining us. Please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We're having a good time doing it. We hope you have a good time listening, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Thanks, everybody.